Nate252 here, and welcome to the next episode of my Star Citizen lore series. Today I will go over what we currently know about the alien race, the Xi'An. First contact with the Xi'An was established in 2530 after a terraforming company tried to settle a planet that was unknowingly claimed by the Xi'An. In a defensive strike, the Xi'An captured the team and tense negotiations with the UPE shortly followed. The Xi'An and humanity continued to have a rocky relationship over the years. While the Xi'An have generally regarded humanity as short-sighted and impetuous, they have acknowledged our capacity to destroy and treated us accordingly. While their technology might seem superior to ours, most of that is simply due to its alien origin. Our two civilizations are on a relatively equal technological footing. This ability for mutual annihilation is probably what kept either side from attempting an all-out attack. A line of systems that acted as a no-man's land between the UEE and the Xi'An became known as the Perry Line. After the Peace Treaty of 2789, the Perry Line was divided between the UEE and the Xi'An. The Xi'An are masters of diplomacy. They are patient and refined, but can and will throw down if the situation calls for it. They live for centuries, and because of this, propagation of the species is carefully monitored and directed by the government to prevent overcrowding. While their placid demeanor can often be interpreted as aloof or apathy, their long lifespan means they act with decades in mind. To humans, the Xi'An culture can seem rigid and lifeless. They present themselves as polite and neutral, particularly to those they have never met before. This is an age-old social testing mechanism. They approach a person in a blank state and let the other person set the tone as to how the interaction will progress. When the Xi'An feels comfortable with the contact, they will begin to relate on a more personal level. With humans it takes longer because of the issues during the Messer area. There are some within the Xi'An Empire who felt that their way of life was too stifling. Some went through the process of becoming citizens in the UEE, while others enjoy the relaxed civic responsibility of civilian life. The Xi'An pride themselves in having dignified criminals, since acting from emotion is seen as a sign of weakness and immaturity. There is less crime per capita, but it still exists and is more similar to criminal business syndicates in the UEE. Service in the Xi'An military is compulsory. Every male and female is obligated to serve at least 15 years in one of the branches of military and are considered to be reserve members for the rest of his or her life. Estimates place the standing Xi'An armed forces at over 16 million. This is not including the civilian populace, all of which effectively have combat training. The Xi'An political system is absolute monarchy. The title of emperor passes down through the family line. The emperor has a high council of advisors, each representing a facet of the government. On each planet under the Xi'An control, there is a council that runs the world. Those council members report directly to their respective counterpart on the emperor's council. Emperor Cray has been the ruler for the past 300 years. He was the one who negotiated the peace treaty with Terra in 2789 and has watched humankind for centuries. The Xi'An have no official religion. There are scattered belief systems, but they tend to offer moral guidelines or promote universal spirituality rather than worshipping specific gods. Because of the rocky relationship and their culture differences, it can be hard for some humans to relate and get along with the Xi'An. But for now, general relations remain friendly. And that is all I have on the Xi'An for now. Make sure to subscribe for more Star Citizen lore, and I'll see you guys next time.